It's Monday, July 8th, and as I said in my weekend recap video, Coach has scheduled me a rest week. We're about 17 weeks out. 17? 16? I think 16. 16 as of yesterday weeks, and she said we need to do a little just soak in all the training that we have been doing, because we're about to hit some hard training here coming up. So I'm gonna go swim tonight, and then I have like a 1 hour ish bike, I think sometime later in the week, just an easy ride. But I'm gonna spend most of the week just chilling. I'm gonna do probably a little lifting, a little strength, maybe a little stretching, lots of stretching, and maybe some abs. I have a PT appointment coming up today, so we'll get that in, and yeah, we'll do some vlogging and we'll talk a little bit this week, because talking's fun, and I'll get a little more time to do some just short form that I wanted to do. So we're going to work on some social media stuff today. If you're joining in and you've never seen me before, I am Dana, aka Trihrdrgrl, and I'm out here motivating everyone to just do what they can. And I believe that you can do whatever you want to do. So I'm setting the beliefs your way. If you want to stick around for my journey, I am trying to beat my Ironman time by 4 hours this year. Completed my first Ironman last year in 14:55. I got my sign right here, 14:50. So I'm going to try to beat it by around 4 hours. My idea is to break that 11-hour mark. So that's what we're going for, and if we can do that, we'll qualify for World Championships in Kona, Hawaii. And that means you get to go with me for that. So press that subscribe. Let's go. Happy Monday. I'll check in with you throughout the day. Monday fun day. I am driving into town. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, into town means I live about 45 minutes outside of Reno, Nevada, and everything is in Reno. I live in a rural area. There's a couple doctors, but they're hard to get into. There's not a hospital in the town I live in. Food options are very short. We do have a lot of car washes, pizza places. But other than that, you gotta drive into town, and I don't mind it. It's an easy drive. It's kind of hypnotizing, though. It gets tiring. It's all these like just brown hills. Right now they're brown. Sometimes they're green. Actually, they're staying green a little longer this year, even though we didn't have, I don't know. They said we had a wet winter, but I don't think we had that snowy of a winter. But I guess it rained a lot in the winter, so we have like leftover water. Normally we have a drought. But summer's been pretty brutal so far. It's real hot today. It's 92 at 10 a.m. It's supposed to go up to 105, and I don't like it. I don't like 100 plus degrees. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. But we'll get through it. We will, because fall will be here before we know it, and then we'll be complaining about the cold. So, anyways, driving in town to go to a PT appointment. Felt really good after the run today. I'm still having that little, I don't know, I was sitting, we were playing a game on the couch, and I was sitting there, and the little butt pain was there. It hurt. I don't know what it is, and it's annoying, and I can semi feel it in my run, and I think I compensate for it and run weird because of it. I think I got a fly on my back. So anyway, still working on that. And then we also have to work on my feet. I have really thick calluses on the pads of my feet. I try to work on them and get them off of there, but I get some blisters galore around those calluses. I also get blisters on my pinky toe. Both of my pinky toes cross under my, my next to it toe. And you wouldn't call it your ring toe. I mean, it's your ring finger, but I mean, you don't call that on your toes. Anyways, both of my pinky toes on both feet do that. They cross over that. hubby was texting me because I'm trying to book a hotel for this weekend. So anyways, my pinky toe crosses under. Anyways, they squeeze together and I get like blisters, but it's really like my skin on my pinky toe like pushes together and then it blisters, but it's like, yeah, it's bad. So I got to figure that out on my feet. The foot doctor said to put this like, it's like cotton material. I forgot what he called it. I bought it, but I don't use it. I'm bad, I know. Between my toes, like where that happens, to kind of spread them apart. Also, I've started wearing toe socks. I did get those shoes that were a little more toe friendly, but they did not do good with my hip and my calf. Like they were causing me to run in a different fashion that was hurting that. So I went back to the Hoka's. But what's crazy is those shoes helped with the no blisters. But my Hoka's, I get blisters in. So I got to find a happy medium. I need some kind of padding, a different kind of drop in my shoe. I don't know what it is, but I got to figure it out because I hate being limited by something silly like that. Like my body, like I'm like, I can push. But then it's like, ooh, I have a painful blister. My body's like, no, let's not push because that hurts a little. But I don't want to be limited by that. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Still working on my hip and glute pain, and then working on those blisters on my feet. I'm listening to a Mel Robbins podcast as I drive down. I like listening to the podcasts in the car. They're like just calming, and like I feel like, because you can't do anything else really while you're driving, even though I'm doing this, I know. I'm on a kind of side road, know where I'm going, plus I have you on a little stand. So I'm being safe, I promise. Anyways, I like listening to podcasts. I'm listening to Mel Robbins. She's one of my favorite. If you don't know who she is, check her out because she just does a lot of things on mental health, your brain, and she's a lot like me where it's like, I love you and I want to motivate you to be your best you. So she does a lot of that. And she's just kind of like a review one, like people that she's had on in the past. And one of the people she had on is talking about how you can control your brain really to do anything. And he's talking about procrastination and how procrastination is a learned habit, which means you can also unlearn it. So yes, some of our brains are more tendent toward being a procrastinator, but that doesn't mean you can't unlearn it. And I was just talking to my stepdaughter about that this morning. She's not a big fan of the dark. She's afraid of the dark. And I was trying to tell her, like, what are you afraid of? And she doesn't know, obviously, because it's just your brain that plays tricks on you. And I told her I'm afraid of things like heights. One time we were like walking over a log, like those type of things, balance, that type of things. I'm afraid. It's a fear, but I don't let it limit me. So like she needs lights in order to sleep and her lights are dead. And she's like, well, how am I going to sleep in the dark? And I'm like, what is there to be afraid of, right? You can change your brain. And that's the same with like procrastination. He said the reason that we don't want to change our brain is because we rather say that we are a procrastinator and that we just didn't have enough time to finish whatever it is, other than finish it and it be bad. So you see where I'm going with that? Like if we finish it and it's bad, then we're going to get looked down upon. But if we're just saying we're a procrastinator, it's a little more acceptable to be like, oh, I just wasn't able to finish it. It kind of makes me think sometimes about my brain and how that works, because that was with my YouTube, is like I'm not going to start a YouTube because that's scary. What if it doesn't get the traction that I want or whatnot? But why think that way instead of going more toward the positive and do it like I'm doing now and promote other people to do things that they want in their life and stop procrastinating? But it can also go the other way. I think I'd struggle a lot mentally when I know that I can do something really good. I get afraid of it and don't want to finish it good whether it be an athletic event or, you know, something I'm working on, because then people will hold you to that level. So if you stay on that mediocre level, right, then I could just be mediocre. No one's going to hold me to the level of an Olympian if I'm not an Olympian, right? So when a lot of Olympians or professional athletes or even professional lawyers, or professional writers, attorneys, whatever it may be, are known for such a high level, and they make a small mistake or make a choice that someone might not agree with, then they're going to get all that back toward them because they should be at this super high level all of the time. And that's not the case. We don't need to be at a super high level all of the time. But I truly believe that we should be working to be our best us for today. And hopefully that makes us a better us for life. So that's something I'm really working on, is getting over that fear of what other people's expectations will be on me if I either fail or if I do really, really good and next time I don't do as good. But instead just keep on working on what my best is for today so I can be better for life. Just my car thoughts today. I'm almost to PT. It's 10:46. My appointment's at 11, so perfect timing. I'll check in with you after. Maybe I'll record a little bit inside.
Here I am on a new machine that I've never been on during PT and or during life in general, but I did this during PT. It's like a rowing machine, and it's really different. You can make it seem like you're rowing forward or backwards. Here it is from the outside. It's rowing, but it just moves a whole lot different. Anyways, he also had me start doing some strength today. Here's some RDLs. I got to keep those knees straight during these RDLs and really work that glute and those hammies because, yeah, that's what I'm working on. So I need to work those a little bit harder. And then after the RDLs here, come on, keep those legs straight. After the RDLs, I supersetted it with these guys here, this little step out squat into a push press. Oh yeah, I was feeling this in my hips, in my glutes, in my everywhere. You could feel these. If you have the ability to do this at home, I would recommend it. I'm going to try a little bit different version of it at home. I don't have the little thing that anchors the weight, but yeah, I'll give it a go. Then we did the step overs, balance on the ball. As you can tell, they look harder than they look. I was sweating it out a little bit, and then another PT came over and didn't realize I was recording. That's okay. It's okay. No one ever realizes I'm recording. And then we did the step over acrosses. Yeah. So essentially stepping behind every time, not straight to the side, but kind of having your legs behind the other leg. Then I did a little series with the band. And then back on this guy here. This is the little reformer machine that helps you kind of do your lunges. And I did my lunges backwards and then did my lunges from the side. Here I am doing lunges on the side. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's a weird view, but it's still there. So yeah, PT went very well. I'm going to go back in a few weeks and see how I am feeling after keeping up with this stuff.
PT went good. I learned a couple new movements. Actually did a little bit of strength today, so that was kind of fun. Nothing crazy or heavy, but like RDL, and then that was really cool. I'm hungry and my brain is slow. I cannot think of the name of that movement, but anyways, lift up, do a squat, lift back up again with the bar in the, I want to say anvil, but it's not anvil position. I'll think of it. I'll think of it in like 2 hours and be like, it was this. But yeah, I like that movement a lot. My hips were definitely lit when I left, so just went and picked up a little bit of grocery. I'm heading home and I'm gonna eat some leftover from yesterday because I am hungry, and we had some burgers yesterday on the grill, so I'm just gonna rewarm those because we didn't get through all of them, and make me a little burger with some cheese and I might have lettuce. I don't think I have any other kind of, oh, pickles. I'll probably put some pickles on it. And then we went over to a friend's house, and their mom made potato salad, and they made jalapeno poppers. So, but like bacon wrapped jalapeno with cream cheese type style, not with breading on the outside. Instead, it's like bacon wrapped. I'm gonna put those in the air fryer because we have a couple extra of those too. So, lunch is gonna be yummy.
Leftover lunch. Doing swim. It is an optional rest week, but she put in 2 workouts this week, so they're there. I'm not the type of person to take the no option. I'm the yes option type. I might not to get the whole thing in. I'm 2,000 in so far. Hubby's still swimming, so I'm gonna swim till he's done. I had 3 400s and 4 200s so far. Yeah, and now I'm about to do 6 hundreds. I'll probably get through those for sure, and then I'm supposed to do 450s. Probably get through those too. I think it's just the cool down I'll miss if hubby's done. That was my 3rd 100 that I just recorded. And now I just finished my 4th 100, keeping them right around 150. So that one was 154, it said. It was a little slow. That's okay. I only get 20 seconds rest. I gotta go. Got 4 all-out 50s now.
Lap 25, 150.
150 again for that last 100. For the last 2 all-out 50s. I did the first one pretty slow. It was like 51 and then 47, and then this one thinks I'm still swimming,
Lap
but it was 46 again.
53 seconds.
So I'll take it. Monday is officially over. I got burp. I always got burp. Swim went good. I took it super easy because it's an optional and rest week technically. I struggle a lot with not working out a day, mostly mentally, so I have to do something to keep my brain going the next couple days, but I understand the reasoning behind getting this little rest week before training goes up, up, and up until Ironman California in 16 weeks. So for now, bedtime, I'm gonna jump in the shower because my hair is still full of chlorine. This is your nightly reminder that I'm so freaking proud of you. I love you. You rocked today. And don't let your I want to's turn into I can'ts. I'll check in with you tomorrow.